Yes, this may seem like an odd time to see this video pop up in your feed, but we have some really good information to give you. Mike and I almost got scammed. We put our camper up for sale, and unfortunately, we had a lot of fake accounts coming after us, trying to get us to sign up for this and sign up for that. And I want to go into that to protect you guys from getting scammed as well. So if you're new here, my name is Joni, and I'm part of Those Who Glamp Together. Mike's actually out in the camper bay working on the camper as we speak on a project that he'll bring you another video with. But we typically are traveling, but we do have a home base here in Ohio, and we do come back home for work and health and things like that. But Mike recently retired. And in the process of retirement, we decided we're going to be switching out campers. So if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it in the description and up here so you guys can jump on that video if you want to see it. But I basically walked us through the whole process of how we were selling our camper. We used two different methods. So we did Facebook Marketplace and we did RV Trader. So I'm going to go into a little bit of those of what those look like in scams, because they were both kind of separate, but they both had a lot of scamming going on. And we want to share this with you so you can avoid those as well. So Facebook Marketplace, I'm sure everybody's kind of had their little 2 cents about not really liking how Facebook Marketplace works and things like that. But in the previous video, I posted that we put money behind it. We put an ad behind it. So basically that money went to kind of like increase views. Facebook kind of gives you analytics in a sense of like this many people are looking at it and this many people are saving your posts and things like that. So the interesting thing is when I was actively putting money behind Facebook was like, I would get 2 or 3 messages a day saying, is this available? Is this camper available? And I'd be like, yes, it is available. So I kind of did a generic response, nothing after that. It started to get a little concerning because only when I had that money behind it, I was getting 2 or 3 of those a day. I actually did go into some of their profiles and looked, and I was like, okay, well, they are local. They are from Ohio as I would see them. But it started making me think. I can't verify this for sure. Maybe you guys can share this with me, but I feel like when I was doing those AdSense, it started creating almost like a bot feeling. And a bot feeling meaning like just an AI behind it, where basically Facebook's taking my money in the ad and then they're kind of just giving me some fake accounts to make it feel like, you know, the ad is being pushed and I'm getting more views and things like that. That's how it appeared to me. That's just my 2 cents about it. Now, to say that I got scammed, no, we did not get scammed on this one. I'll go into RV Trader in a minute. But I did feel like after the ad ended, I didn't get anything. I didn't get a lot of views. I didn't get any, notifications. No, is this available? Things like that. But after about 2 or 3 days of that being quiet, my ad started picking up, even though I didn't put money behind it. So it was just kind of like odd, but that was our experience. Take it or leave it. I felt like I got scammed by Facebook. So on the RV Trader side of things, how did that go down? We got 2 messages out of RV Trader. Spent $149 for a 2-week ad. And RV Trader themselves actually said in the paperwork, as I was reading and registering, that your ad actually won't start until they confirm and post it. So it went like 2 days shy of 14 days, which is really weird. The ad stopped. So I had to reach out to them saying, hey, you told me that it wasn't going to start then because I posted my ad on a Friday. They didn't confirm it until Tuesday. So from Friday to Tuesday, wasn't even active live. It wasn't even giving anybody a notification saying, hey, this camper's for sale. So I just felt like that was kind of wrong. They took my money, gave me 2 days late or 2 days short of our whole 2 weeks. And I really wanted to get my money's worth. So I had to reach out to them, call somebody to say, hey, this is what we paid for, but our ad didn't get set till this date and you guys are 2 days short. They reactivated that ad and left it go for 2 more days. Now, in the process of all of this, we ended up with 2 messages off of that. One seemed okay. She was just like, hey, is this available? And gave me a little bit of explanation. I said, yeah, it's still available. Really didn't hear anything back. Just thought it was kind of fishy. She did leave a cell phone number, but I wasn't about to like call it. If you're interested, you would call me or reach out to me. So I kind of just left that be. She did reach out later saying, hey, if you don't sell, go here. And I thought that was kind of odd. Now, the real scam came in when we did get a gentleman that reached out to us. I'm assuming a gentleman, we don't know, but that was his name behind it. And he was like, hey, I'm pretty interested. I'd like to come and see this. And we were like, okay, well, this is about where we live. We didn't actually give him our address yet. We were just kind of like in talks. And I said, well, how far are you away from this town? And he responded back. And so what left it very unusual is that he sent us this link asking us to verify our VIN number. And that was, to me, very odd. I told Mike about it, and he kind of did some research. And lo and behold, after that research, we've never heard of this company before. Put it in, and what do you know? It's a way for them to get your credit card information and scam you. We did not do that. We reached back out to the gentleman saying, if you want a VIN number verification, we are willing to pay for a Carfax, which is probably about $25 to do that, and that would be the only way we would confirm that. He kept saying, no, I want this link clicked on. We didn't even want to click on the link. We just kind of left it as, sorry about your luck if you don't want it this way. So long story short, we were able to avoid being scammed. We believe that the guy would have taken our account information, our credit card information after we plugged it all in and took it and just went heyday with it. Thankfully, we just didn't even do anything. We did notify RV Trader, but we did not hear anything back from them, unfortunately. So I appreciate you guys staying in here with us. If you guys like this video, we're going to link the other ones up here that you might want to check out about our RV travel. But till next time, happy glamping.